One of the most iconic toy packaging is that from the Kenner Star Wars collection. The designers of the card was able to capture the Star Wars feel and the attention of young Star Wars kids around the world. The package is still admired today, with many companies doing retro action figures taken from the Star Wars card design first seen in 1978. The package first started to take shape in 1977. As soon as Kenner got the rights to produce Star Wars toys, Kenner went to work on how they would package them. As Kenner's team worked on the action figures, Kenner reached out to a design firm for help on how to package the figures. Here you can see the first early draft of the card front. The logo Star Wars had more of a crawl look to make it feel like the film. The front of the logo was Luke and Leia as seen on the iconic movie poster. Around the card was a blue frame. This frame would stay until the release of the card, but changed to silver. The image of Luke Skywalker here shows where the action figure would have been placed. Behind the figure will be a colored star that would help identify the figure on the star chart on the back. On the lower left, instead of the right, is the Kenner nameplate and the LP logo. The company's logo was inside of a brown box that was most likely would be used to show the character from the film. The back of the card was all black with the Star Wars logo at the top. The main focus on the back of the card are the 9 stars. Each color star would show the action figure you could get. At this time, there were only 9 figures planned. This color plan did make it to the final release of the card, as each figure is packed in front of its own color rectangle. The design was sent to Kenner, who didn't approve it, and it was sent back for some tweaking. The second design was much the same. However, the color and racing stripe would be changed to yellow. The space above the figures would show an X-Wing fighter in action. The figure will be placed on the right side of the card, and a scene from the film on the left. Kenner still wasn't thrilled with this look of the package, and sent it back again to the design team. This time the racing strip border was sized down to fit around the logo. The X-Wing in the backdrop remained, along with the figure being placed on the right side of the card. One major change here is 2 square boxes. One would most likely show the action figure you're buying's character from the film, and the other would showcase other action figures you could buy. Taking notes from Kenner, the design team went back to work on yet another plan. This time they sent over Kenner something that was closer to what we would all see in the stores in 1978. The Star Wars logo and the silver border will stay for the final package. The major difference here is that there's no picture of the character from the film, just Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia taken from the Star Wars poster. The figure will still be bubbled on the left of the card. After this, the designers made a few more changes to the card we all know today. We don't have many images of the early plans for the back of the card, sadly. The color star plan was trashed, and we got drawings of each figure on the back of the card. Being the cards were made before the figures themselves, the art is based on concept art of the figures at the time. Most of the changes are minor, but the main difference is Obi-Wan Kenobi, who you can see here dressed in a white and brown robe. Also on the back of the final card was instructions on how to work the action figure lightsaber to show how it would magically come out of the action figure's hands. In the early release of the lightsabers, the tip also pulled out from the hand. This is known in the collector circles as the double tip lightsaber. The 3 accessories on the back of the card are also done with concept art. They are the land speeder, X-Wing, and TIE Fighter. This here shows an early look of what the TIE Fighter could have looked like. Also, if you look closely, you'll notice 2 buttons on the back of the X-Wing instead of 1 like the release. Also on the back of the card will be information on how to get an action figure stand. This was added to the card closer to release as it shows the real action figures. The action figure stands could be yours for $2 plus 2 points of purchases. The final card will stay like this until an update when the action figure stand became free. However, instead of 2 points of purchases, you now needed 12. And that's a look at the most iconic action figure card back in history. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and thumb up if you like my content. And in the comments below, let me know what you think about the original Star Wars Cardback.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.